Hello, Nicola here from Creative West Aussie. I'm going to do some designing today from a template that I used another time that I made that looks like these. And I'm going to use this photo and this paper pack, the Four Seasons Spring. I think last time I used Four Seasons Summer. So stick around and we'll see how that comes out. Here it is. These are the stickers. And this is the core catalogue for 2023 by Close to My Heart on page 20. These are the papers. This is the spring collection and this was the summer one. Let's have a closer look so we can see the papers. There are 6 sheets of double-sided paper and a couple of pieces of, oh there you go, and there's the couple of pieces of cardstock. I've chosen a yellow and a green colour. I think these will all go very nicely together and with my photo. So let's move the template out of the way and see how well it ties in. Yes, I'm liking that. This print has 2 templates, so I can place them right next to each other to leave enough paper for another project. This is the design I'm replicating. I pre-cut it in a previous video. I'll leave that at the end for you to watch. I need to choose the pattern paper, so I'm choosing this wood one to mat the photo, and I think that will look nice. So here I'm showing you how to cut these out using my 12-inch trimmer. I'm just putting the template into place and then cutting them to the desired widths and then checking the lengths as I go, and I'm putting them in the placement so that I don't get confused, and I'm measuring it with the template and then using the measurements on my cutter to make them more accurate. Now for some of the bigger pieces I'm not going to be able to use my 12-inch trimmer, so like I think this right hand side of this is going to be too long for my equipment, so I'm going to draw in a line and then cut it out with scissors. Now I like to use scissors with long blades because I find the short blades one makes it just so much harder to cut out. So I'm just finishing all of those off and showing you how I'm doing that. This design does use a bit more paper, but it's just nice for a change. Bit more, you know, like the scraps you have to be a bit more inventive with them later, but that's nice for a change anyway. And see, I'm doing the same thing here, just hand drawing it with pencil and then hand cutting it. So that piece is going to fit there. And then once that's all cut out, that goes there, that goes there. Just do my last one. Now this is a pattern paper, not a piece of card, and that's my smallest piece, but it does blend in nicely with my picture. And then once I've placed that there, we can just lift all the colours up. So you can get a bit of an idea as how it's all going to come together. If I didn't like it, I could change it up at this stage. So that's what it's going to look like. Now I double mat this wood grain piece. I work out where I'm going to put my photo, and I'm using my Versamat. I also did a mat behind the photo to make it stand out more. It's about 3/4 from the bottom here, 3/4 from the top, and then I'm eyeballing 3/4 in. So I'm just placing that on before I pop it all down, just to see if it looks nice, and I'm happy with this. Now to make the background paper stick out, I've decided it needs some blending around the edges. I'm using a finger dauber. I did that one in the green, and I did the rest of the green ones off screen, and this pink one, and I think the yellow one I did in a brown colour. That's an older stamp pad, so that's why it looks a little bit of a different shape. And I speed this up for you so you don't have, and I also keep some of it out because you don't need to watch me, but I did the whole lot. So now I'm going to stick that down where I think I would like it to go. I'm just temporarily sticking it down and seeing I'm using my inspiration for an idea where to put it so that I can move it afterwards. Now I'm starting with my embellishments and I'm trying to work out my sticker placement, and I'm only choosing the colours that will go with my photos and my paper. Now these are sitting off the side a bit, which is okay, because once I've got into place I can turn it over and hand cut those off so they're now the right length. So oops, that did fall off, so yep, now I can put it back into place, and I'm going to use a zip strip at the bottom here, so I just measure that up and cut it off. That little bit on the end there, I'm not going to throw that away, I'm going to keep that. I'll show you what I do with that later. I did edge that as well because with blending, make it stick out. There's a nice close-up. I used some dies that in that bottom corner, and I'm just using more stickers. You'll also notice I've placed in there some journaling strips. Now they are from a die cut, that are die for sentiments that I use, so I just edged those as well. Choosing some more stickers. You can see I do fluff around a bit with my stickers, but you know, that's the good thing about them. You can change your mind and reorientate them, pop things back where you take them off, lift them up, change them around. And there is that piece of zip strip. I've just popped it at the top before I put my journaling in. These are photos of my mum's orchids that I inherited. I'm not a green finger, so I didn't expect them to survive, but they have flourished, so it's a lovely memory of her now that she's no longer with us. So ta-da! All done. Let me hold it up a bit closer so that you can see some of the details. Here's me adding some last minute extra bits. That's what I love about the stickers. So there you go. You can add bits more. I think I even changed that top one for a pink, that little one there that says just a thought. I'm going to change that for a pink one. In a minute you'll see me do that. Just adding to that effect, a couple more bits, and then I will be done. Rubbing out my pencil marks. And here are the dyes, the dye I was talking about earlier, and the inks I used. You'll see me just enjoying it and adding some bits. But while I'm doing that, I'd like to ask you to help me out. I'm new to the YouTube world, so if you're joining me at Creative West Aussie for the first time, thank you. And if you're coming back, thank you for joining me. For my channel to grow, please subscribe. It won't tell me who you are, and the same goes for when you like it. The more likes I get, the more YouTube will promote me. So the only time I will know who you are is if you leave a message or a comment, and please do that for the same reasons, and especially if I leave anything out. So thanks for joining me. Bye for now.